So we've had kind of a cool trip. This week we took a 15-passenger van all the way to Corpus Christi, and now I'm in Dallas on my parents' roof. But there was me and Tess and Jordan and Priscilla and Lolo and Lincoln and Levi and Zola, all packed into this 15-passenger van with like everything that we could bring. And it was just amazing. But something kind of hit me as I was on that road trip. I mean, literally everything was amazing. All things considered, right? I mean, you have 4 babies in the car, 4 kids in the car, and we have to stop like every 3 hours, but it's not really that big of a deal when you take enough vacation time to take care of that. So I wasn't too overwhelmed by that. But I think it kind of like reignited or just kind of like shook my love of travel again. And I've missed it since we've been up in Indiana. I just remember like being in Kansas. I feel like I traveled like every week. It felt like we were going someplace with a bunch of friends and going dancing in like a new state or something like that. It wasn't really the places we were going that made it so amazing, but it was like who you went with. For me, it's more than just traveling to new places. That plays a big part, but I think now it's more of like the family and friends that you visit along the way. I mean, I had to think about it. Tess and I have family and friends all over the country, it seems. Obviously, like Texas, Mississippi, New York, obviously Indiana, Kansas, Arkansas. And the biggest deal is like, you miss them. And as you grow up, it kind of becomes a thing where the more you grow up, the more you kind of spread out through the country, and you really don't see those friends or family much anymore. Obviously with Facebook, you can see everybody growing within themselves, but it's just not the same when you like visit them in person, you know? I just don't want like friendships and family to kind of get lost in the sauce. The other part is the want to travel. There's so many mountains to climb. There's so many like new places to be. There's so many like monuments and things like that we want to check out. And I think that's just a big reason why we want to travel. Obviously me, I want like a Sprinter van and want to deck it out with like, you know, a couch and you know, a place for Tess to cook and a place for the kids to kind of, I guess, sit in it. Do you need chairs in a Sprinter van? I guess you do. So places to do that and really just be like on the road, not all the time, but just enough to where you can kind of satisfy that itch that you want to satisfy. Like when you're wanting to go to, I don't know, go to Arizona and climb another mountain, or if you want to go to Colorado and rent out a cabin for a week, or even take the Sprinter van and be in that area for a while. And it seems like it's really attainable. That's the biggest thing. I think that I just really want to get back to that like kid, like being a kid. I was just on the beach in Corpus, obviously. We were about to leave the beach, and it was Zola's first time to be on the beach, and she didn't like it that much because it was like super cold and the water kind of hit her. But we were just about to leave, and I had this thought that like, hey, I want to build a sandcastle. And I saw Lolo and I saw Lincoln out there by the sand, and I was like, this is the perfect time to do it if you're gonna do it at any moment. And so ran out there with him, and I was like, hey, like let's build a sandcastle, like let's do this. And we built a sandcastle in about 5 minutes, 15 with us having to rearrange a couple of things. And I just remember like in that 15-minute window, I don't remember like needing to do anything. If life is a beach, I want to play in the sand as much as possible. I love that line. Yeah. Anyways, love you guys. Hit the sub button to follow this journey. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do a lot of crazy things, I think. I say that. I want to speak it into existence that we're gonna do a lot of cool sandcastle moments. And I want you to be along with that journey. Heck, you might even be in the next one. We'll figure it out. See you guys.